What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. French Montana is actually about to release his album on time. No pushbacks, no nothing, and this is kind of crazy. We all witnessed the rocky rollout for Mac and Cheese 4. It was supposed to be in stores last August. It got pushed back to October and it leaked in August. So it's kind of like, why would you push it back so long? And they didn't make it available. And it was just a complete disaster. French did not deserve that at all. So Bad Boy and Interscope learned from that situation. French is not going to have to jump through hoops to get a release date. July 14th is when his latest album, Jungle Rules, is coming out. So how do we know that it's actually coming out this time? Well, now we have a track listing. And when a track listing comes out, that's pretty well an indicator that it's actually going to happen. So we're going to talk about the track listing, break it down. The first thing that I noticed about the track listing is there is a total of 18 songs on this album. Out of the 18 songs, there are 12 guest features across 11 songs. Pretty standard for a French Montana album. And I really like what I'm seeing in terms of the guest features. But before we talk about that, let's talk about Unforgettable featuring Swae Lee. That is a huge hit single right now. It's in the top 40, almost the top 10 on Billboard. It went platinum back in June. The video has over 100 million views. So this is a huge single. It's pretty much on the same level as Lockjaw. Maybe not as big yet, but it still has potential. It's still growing and rising every single day. So what guest features am I feeling out of here? Well, it's hard to say. A lot of them look good. I think the biggest one on the list would have to be a record titled A Lie. This features the Weeknd and Max B. I don't know what that's going to sound like. All I know is it has to be good. The Weeknd is doing really well right now musically. Max B rarely ever disappointed. So if French has those unreleased Max B vocals and not like a phone recording or something, like an actual song, then I think this one could be one of the standouts. Another feature that I really appreciate without even hearing the song is Whiskey Eyes featuring Chinx. I like that French is still honoring his friend and putting him on his albums and, you know, showing him that love. We're still getting unreleased Chinx music in the form of a few albums. And I don't know if there's going to be more, but we've had 2 already, so there could be more material on the way. But I still like that French is still putting him on his albums. The other guest features on the album include Travis Scott. You got T.I. on a record called Stop It. You got a record called Migo Montana featuring Quavo because, of course, you cannot drop an album nowadays without a Quavo feature. We also have a feature from Pharrell. I don't know how excited I am for that because the 2 Chainz of Pharrell record on Pretty Girls Like Trap Music really wasn't up to par, but maybe he delivered something better for French Montana on the record called Bring Them Things. Of course, you also have Young Thug on here on a record called Blackout, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Thug will end up doing once we hear it. But out of all the guest features on here, the one that surprises me the most is Marc Bassy. I like that guy a lot. His last EP was really spectacular to me, and he's been on my radar ever since. He's someone who's worked with like G-Eazy in the past, and I'm blanking on other names. Maybe he hasn't worked with a whole lot of people, but he is a very talented individual. He is someone who is going to continue to get bigger and bigger, and to the point that you're going to know his name on a household level, I feel. It's only a matter of time, but to see him featured on a French Montana album is kind of surprising. Because again, he hasn't worked with a lot of people, especially not people that run in French Montana's circle. So he's on a record called She Workin', and I think that one will be one that I have to definitely pay extra attention to because I like that combination. Overall, Jungle Rules looks like it could be a good album. As long as there's no hiccups from now until July 14th, it seems like French is going to have an excellent rollout. He has the hit single. He's got people excited now for the track listing featuring all the biggest names from Future to Young Thug to The Weeknd and even lesser known names, but real known within French Montana circle like Chinx and Max B. And I'm just excited for the album now. A little bit, you can kind of tell throughout this video, I'm kind of stammering through my words and everything. But I am looking forward to Jungle Rules, and I think that it'll be an excellent album. On French Montana standard, of course. So those are my thoughts on the track listing for Jungle Rules. I'll include it in the description section so you can check that out for yourself. Let me know what songs you're looking forward to. Talk to me in the comment section, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.